the University of McKinney take it a point of view to create an outstanding forum where students can be able to express their views, especially when it comes to debating society. As the University of McKinney have won many debates along within the country and outside the country. And with this initiative came from the current Minister of Information and Communications, who is here with us in the studio here today. Today, the 13th August 2021, is a remarkable and historical day at the University of McKinney. For this event has been launched by the Dean of Students. In that note, in the studio here today with me, I, Yusuf Ibrahim Kamade, the Wise Thinker. I am with His Excellency, the President for Unimak Debating Council, who have been launched today. In the other hand, you have actually seen the current Minister of Information and Communication under the government of Bashiru Kuruma, and today there are two in one in the studio that will tell us much. But I want to start with the Minister of Information and Communication, as the name implies, because these are people keep information and share information out to the public. Mr. Minister, you are definitely welcome to the studio.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Today here today, 13th of August, is the remarkable day, and we are live at the multi-purpose at the University of McKinney. Can you tell us what it is why we are here today?
Well, today we are here to launch the Unimak Debating Council, a council that we actually, believe has a very great importance in the lives of students here at the university. So basically today we're here, to officially present the executive to students and of course officially launch the organization. And I believe after today, the organization is now, should I say, statutory organization here on campus, established and recognized by the management of the university. So today we are here to actually launch.
What's bringing this initiative?
Well, it's actually the dying need to, facilitate and create a platform to be able to train, students, to be able to, inspire, students, to again, should I say fall in love with the art of public speaking, and not just public speaking, with regards to reading, with regards to writing, and build their, themselves personally. So that is actually, what moved this. So we actually brought together, brilliant students, actually who have made lawyers in public speaking, to form the executive. So why they actually decide to form this now is because we want to see how we can bring to life, the idea of training students, the idea of supporting students, the idea of inspiring students to bring out the public speaking, capacities they have.
During your statement as an initiator, you mentioned that says you don't want to leave your office without of bringing any good initiative in the leadership of this government. So, in that note, you are trying to tell us that you want to leave your office with a legacy.
Yeah, well, to be very honest with you, I fancy, results than to say legacy. It's come from the, clear intent to help students. It's more or less like, okay, you want to leave a legacy. Well, yeah, along the line, you cannot take that away from me. But of course, it's basically, with the intent to help students, because I know these great debaters that actually made up the executive, they can actually be able to help all the students. So basically that is it.
He is the Minister of Information and Communication under the government of Bashiru SIC at the University of McKinney. By his right hand side, we have His Excellency the President for the University of McKinney Debating Council. You have the podium, sir.
Thank you very much for having me here. I'm humbled and thank you.
Mr. President, we have seen today making an annual statement as this is one of your delightful moments as today marks the 13th of August, that you are very happy to see that the Unimak Debating Council have been launched. What do you have to say about it?
As any other person who has a zest for public speaking, who has a zest to pass on information, who has a zest to read, who has a zest to write, we want to see a body that is established to train further other students, to train students who've not been part of such before. You know, in my tenure here at the University of Makeni, I've participated in a lot of public speaking and debating competitions. Some have won, some have lost, hopefully. And in losing, I learned. And in learning, you go back to the drawing board and make sure you create another, you create an alternative that you will not lose anymore, and make sure the person or people coming after you will not have to gain from the same mistake you did earlier. So in reviving and launching the Unimak Debating Council today, I think this is a very good move from the students at the University of Makeni and pioneered by the Minister of Information as well in the studio as well.
Yes, in submission, while you are giving us a guest as a speaker, you mentioned the awards that the University of Makina will be winning when it comes to debates. So, what have you been doing for the university until now you become the president of the debating council?
So, I will take you through what University of Makini students have been doing. It's not limited to myself only. Like I said in my speech, we have in 2018, 2019 academic year, the University of Makini brought home the intercollegiate, the trophy. They won the intercollegiate debates with the likes of Deborah Sento Bampia, Omar Hafiz, Unimak, and a host of others, Jerry and others. They brought that laurel to the university. And we participated, myself and another student who is Joseph Fofana, in a continental debate on intellectual property law, IPL. We would have won actually, but I think we did not win as a result of network or coverage. Orange. Well, we are sorry to call it a name, but that day we had some issues with transmission, so we came third with a very slight margin. And the University of Makeni has won the Northern Region Debate Championship participation from sister universities, and it's like Umar and another college on management and other things. We won like 2 months ago. Also, the University of Makini quite recently went as far as becoming the best team, moot team in the ICC moot court championship or moot court competition. All these were achieved before the establishment of the Unimak Debating Council. And we have other personal laurels to our names, other presentations outside Unimak, other writing competitions we've won. All this came in before the establishment of the Unimak Debating Council. Think, what more can we gain when we have a structure with a coordinating coach, coaching and training students in the art of public speaking and debating? What more can we achieve? That's the question.
All right. In that note, I think it's a very good one, and I think the statement again, the second paragraph mentioned about the membership form. I always saw few members who are executive that are standing now, including the PRO, the Secretary General, and the Vice Chairman, whatever things themselves. But my question here is, there's other students out there who are very capable and want to be part of you. How are they able to reach you out?
Okay, so actually our membership is not limited to the executive so we have our executive of 6 members. Then we have other students who also had the t-shirt on. The Minister of Information is one of those. He's here with us. He is not an executive member, but he's a member of the Unimak Debating Council. And we also have Leslie Ian Jones and
if I have to interrupt you, why do you not include the Minister of Information to be as an executive member?
Well, he's a minister of the Student Representative Council. He cannot be an executive member at the same time.
Well, yes, sir.
Secondly, we are saying the Unimak Debating Council is independent of the Student Representative Council. He is with us as a general member, not in the capacity as
executive.
A minister of the Student Representative Council.
All right. So, in that note, you still have the podium to tell us how students are able to be part of this council.
Yes, so as I was saying, students can be part of the Unimak Debating Council simply by expressing interest to be part of us. It is open to every student at the University of Makeni. In expressing your interest means you get the form. You get the form, you should be out with guys. You cannot state for now because we are just launching. And once you get the form, you fill the form, submit it to us, then you become a member. We'll make sure we add you to our WhatsApp group, to the other committees, or start giving the students as a public speaker, debater, and writer, all as members of the Unimak Debating Council.
Okay, as a president, as a debating society or rather debating council, what do you think that you'll be doing for this council?
So, as a president, I have to. My work has to be in line with the mandate of the student executive, the Unimak Debating Council. And the mandate of the Unimak Debating Council is provided for in Section 2 of the UDC Constitution, Unimak Debating Council Constitution, which is to train students, to make sure we get students to participate in public speaking and debating competitions, to represent the University of Makeni, to organize interdepartmental debate competition, and to promote the art of reading and writing. Now, as a president, my first project I'm going to embark on will be a poem. You have to write a poem for the year one students, the incoming students, the ones who've just sent in their applications to be part of
That's this
class.
October coming.
October. We will have to open a theme. You have to write a poem around it, and the winner will get books and cash prizes. Immediately after that, we'll also open an essay competition. After that, not preceding. After that, we have an essay competition. After the essay competition, we are going to have some public speaking competitions, which is also different from the interdepartmental.
Only for year one students.
No.
Okay, that one should be general.
The poem and essay will be for year one students. Poem and essay for year one students, and the other public speaking competitions. And probably we will also invite great public speakers in Sierra Leone to speak to us. We will conduct online sessions with great public speakers to inspire students and teach us what they've learned from the art of public speaking and debating competition. So far, these are some of the things I think we'll achieve in the next 3 to 4 months. And before leaving, we are hoping to organize more programs because as a final year student, I don't have much time. But I am as much as a registered student as those in year 2 until February when I shall have left the University of Makeni, when I shall have graduated. So in the meantime, we are hoping to get more ideas, innovative ideas, and resources on board, plus able-bodied men to make sure we promote the art of public speaking at the University of Makeni and Bombali District at large.
Mr. Minister, you have heard His Excellency lamenting the aims and objectives that you have to do before you leave in the university. As an independent body that you stand under the SIC as a minister, how do you see this statement done by the president?
Well, I think that's brilliant. That's actually brilliant, and that is actually why we support the establishment of the council. Because we just need to have that structure to champion some of these things. We know the SIC can't do everything. That is why we need organizations, we need bodies like this. Like Madam Jane mentioned when she was here, we need stronger institutions in the university. And this, Unimak Debating Council, I believe, will be one of those strong institutions established here to be able to help every student. So, what the presidents have mentioned, I believe we can work towards it. He's a man I actually, believe in and discuss so much, and also he's executive at, a very hardworking executive. And I believe, they can be able to, work, around these things. And, like he said, they're not just limited to what you've said. Things, times change and things over every day. Imagine issues arise, and maybe there will be need to organize many other things, that will come, along the line. So, I'm sure everything will be just geared to helping, the students.
So what should be your submission for today's programs?
Well, my submission will just be to call on, first of all, the students of this university to see this organization as one such organization that is there for them, that is established for them, and that seeks to bring out, all their oratory skills and their oratory program, not just oratory, everything that has to do with reading, writing, and public speaking and debates. This organization seeks to bring that out, and bring their potentials in them. So that is what they should see this organization for. So I'm calling on every student, no matter what department you are, no matter what year you are, no matter what level, please make sure you try to join the Unimak Debating Council so that together you can work and improve your prowess in all of these things that I've mentioned. And also, I'm using also this platform to also call on, the community, to call on people in McKinney, people in Sierra Leone, to support the University of McKinney, especially the Unimak Debating Council, so that, the council will be able to implement its activities, the council will be able to make sure it achieves, its mandate. So I want to call on every other person out there to make sure, I'm sure this organization, because it is basically an independent organization that has its own ways of sourcing funds. So maybe they may come, to you knocking on your doors for help. So please, I'm asking that, whenever the United Debating Council comes to your door to ask for help, please make sure you give them a lending hand, because they have very good mandates to meet, and I'm sure they can help. And also to the administration, this is their baby. I'm sure they are ready. The dean, I'm sure the administration is ready. I want to, indulge on them also to continue to have that zest and support this council, because it is for the good of the students and the university as a whole.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. Now we'll come to the man of the moment, His Excellency, for your submission for today's program.
The minister has said quite a lot of what I was going to say, so I will speak to two people, two sets. One, the pupils in schools, high schools here in Bombali district, McKinney. Be ready, the Unimak Debating Council has been established, and we are coming down to the schools. We are going down there to ignite your potentials. We are going to make you fall in love with the art of public speaking and debating. We are going to make you fall in love with the art of writing and reading. We are going to incentivize you. We are going to create and make sure you unleash your potentials. And to the University of McKinney, students here at Unimak. Students, let me speak to you in group. My faculty, as I said earlier. We'll start with commerce and management. Commerce and management, the Unimak Debating Council is for you. One of the biggest promotions of education in the 21st century right now is one of the biggest things our teachers, lecturers, and every other people tell us is entrepreneurship. As an entrepreneur, you bring forth ideas, you solve problems in society, and you make some money out of it. Now, at times you don't get money, you don't get to have money to start your project. You need fund. And needing this fund, you have to pitch your idea, you defend your project. In defending your project, you do it orally. By becoming a member of the Unimak Debating Council, we can teach you how to present your ideas, how to make people fall in love with you. You can marry the art of public speaking, you romance with the art of public speaking. Suddenly other people fall in love with you. For health, public health, clinical sciences and the others, communication to your clients, to your patients is key. You have to keep confidentiality, your patient to listen to you always have to communicate with them. And I think membership into this council would be of worthy importance to you. And of course, the public health department has been producing great debaters, great public speakers here on campus. Now to, let's say, the communicators, IT, information technology, computer science, and the mass communication. You need us, and we need you to. Masscom, come up to the Unimak Debating Council. We are going to cultivate that public speaking prowess for the PR and also those in print and also those to be correspondents, anchors, come to the Unimak Debating Council. And for the social sciences and law, development studies and law, you know how important public speaking is to you. Always speak to your clients, you speak in court before journalists and the rest. I cannot overemphasize the importance of public speaking to us. So at this moment, I want to speak to your minds and your hearts that the Unimak Debating Council is for all of us here at the University of McKinney, and we have to make sure we embrace it. It's a baby, and the Unimak Debating Council has to succeed from one executive to the other. And Thank you very much.